Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 42 of the Frisky Whiskey. 4-2. I'm happy we're here. The holidays are upon us officially.
They're all over us right now.
They are officially here.
Yes.
So, with that said, Mike D, what do we got going on?
So this is our holiday special.
Yes.
Tonight. It's Christmas, New Year's coming up, but this is a holiday special. So we have two extremely good, sought after, new players to the field, but sought after at the same time. Whiskeys here.
We do.
We have the
infamous
blends.
Yes,
right?
we do.
And we'll talk about which one we got here. We'll get into that. Yep. And then we have the
Garrison Brothers.
Balmoria. That's their big one. That's like their...
Yeah, they actually, you know what's surprising is as I was kind of looking and hunting for this particular one, they actually have a lot of different ones. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, like
and some of them are like even more expensive than this one was.
I thought that was their main one, their main expensive one. Oh, they probably have like a single batch.
They have one that was like there was a cowboy one or something like that. That was like $230.
Okay. So I did get to try this when I went to that Garrison Brothers tasting at Cooper, but I don't remember it because obviously I was having way too much fun, and once I drink too many whiskeys, they all taste the same to me at some point in time. So we're gonna have some fun tonight. It's Christmas. I got my Santa Hawaiian shirt on. You got your hat on tonight. We got the Christmas tree going.
Yeah,
this is Christmas, man.
Christmas.
It's all over us, man. If you saw the news, if you don't live in Florida, we have some kind of crazy tropical depression sent us for 4 days in December, which I've never seen. I can't remember the last time that happened.
It was very rude.
And all my outdoor decorations got blown all over the place. So I'm still putting them back together, man. Santa went shooting across the neighborhood.
Did the shed survive, though?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
That shed, I think, is actually stronger than what it was. I don't know how that happened. What we did drunk and how it worked, it did. But that shed is still standing.
I brought that.
And I think also part of it's helping is it's going to sound crazy because it's not on flat ground. It's kind of like that. Yeah. So I think that's actually helping.
It's like pulling it in.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's like sinking and it's like sucking it in.
Yes. So we got the Blantons here. We're gonna go right into this thing. We'll talk about the holidays, and we got all kinds of holiday things going on.
We do.
We have T.I.'s march to the playoffs in fantasy football. I was knocked out of the playoffs. I don't want to talk about it, but we got T.I.
It's
going.
Looking kind
of
sketch for me though.
I think it's very even right now with all the 4 teams that are left.
I mean, I got a good shot here. Four people that were out.
Yeah, you got that pick and pray lineup.
I know, right? This is where the D minus I got.
Yep. All right, so hey, you got you to playoffs. But so we got the Blantons.
We do.
Right? So this is the famous bottle that everyone wants. It has a fancy, little felt pouch that comes with it. And everyone wants to collect the
caps.
The caps. They have different. Each cap is a
different
different
letter
writer,
that you got?
And I got letter N.
Okay.
For Nancy.
Yes.
Can I buy a vowel? And this is what's we got here. So this one is dumped on 6/20/23. Okay. From barrel number 55. All right. It's stored in warehouse 44. Oh, I'm sorry. Warehouse H. That's really weird how they wrote that H. And it's also on rack number 40.
Okay.
And individually selected, filtered, and bottled by hand at 93 proof. Okay. So, I mean, the bottle's cool. It's got this kind of cool...
It's a classic design.
And the bottle is world known.
Yes, it is.
It's part of its whole mystique.
It is.
Have you seen the little mini ones they make?
Yes.
I want to get a couple of those. I want to collect some of those. Get a collection of that going.
That'd be
it's cheaper.
Cool. Yeah. Much cheaper.
But everyone loves this. There's all kinds of they range in prices based on the year, the batch, and all that. So this one I got for $160.
Okay.
And a quick history on blends. What'd you pour for us tonight?
Okay.
Why don't you do the holiday pour?
I'll do the holiday pouring while Mike D reads.
So Blanton's bourbon holds a storied history for its renowned and its premium quality and distinctive bottle design. Developed by master distiller Elmer T. Lee in the late 1980s. Blanton's was one of the first single barrel bourbons to hit the market. And we had talked about this before. That's what really changed, brought bourbon back from the dead, was these small batches that Celine, and they made them very boutique-y.
That they did?
So this is probably the pioneer of that, I would almost say.
Probably.
Let's see here. So where was I? Okay, named after Colonel Albert B. Blanton, a former president of Buffalo Trace Distillery, this bourbon was crafted with a unique and meticulous process, hand-selected from barrels stored in the famous warehouse H. Its rich, smooth flavor profile characterized by hints of caramel, vanilla, and a balanced oakiness. Now, here's the thing. The iconic bottle design of Blanton's is an integral part of the allure. Each bottle is adorned with a stopper featuring one of 8 different letters, spelling out the word Blanton's. These stoppers represent various horse and jockey poses, paying tribute to the tradition of horse racing and a passion by Colonel Blanton. This attention to detail, combined with exceptional taste, limited availability, and collector's appeal, has elevated Blanton's to a legendary status within the bourbon world.
I like it.
Right? Making it sought after spirit and continues to captivate aficionados globally. There you go. There's your Blanton's thing.
Magic.
Right. So, yeah, right. Magic. It just smells smooth, right?
Yeah.
It just there's that caramel, that vanilla.
Yeah, I agree with those.
You know, see my palate out. I was eating some potato chips. I picked up my daughter.
Yeah, get the Doritos out of there.
Actually, she's going through her Frito phase right now.
Nothing wrong with some good Fritos.
She likes the honey barbecue ones.
Oh, those are good choice. Yeah, that is definitely a good choice. Also, one of the chips that I think give you the most bang for the buck. They actually fill up the bag.
They do. Always the top.
Unlike all the other ones, they leave
There's a whole bunch
2/3 of it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's get dug into this. So definitely caramel, a little bit of spice.
A little bit of heat, but the spice and the heat go away quickly. That caramel, that sweetness is there.
That's really nice.
I mean, this is so good. I don't know if we should even put ice on this or we should have done the drops. We weren't even talking about this. We should have done the drops tonight.
I mean, we don't have to do any ice. We can just do 2 of these and just be happy with it.
We'll do one with we have
a little bit of this is clean water. Like we could use this
on the first go around. Well, we'll mess that up. No way. And before anything happens in the show, everybody, I want to apologize before I do it. I've been fighting off a cold, and so I may have a moment of death.
We're trying not to make him laugh too much,
or
anything
anything
else.
else.
Kicks it off.
I did a bunch of over-the-counter cold medications. Mix like 4 of them together. Figured that would do it.
If you do the day and the night ones together, it works.
A little crunk juice, man.
Is that what that is?
I always get confused with crunk juices. That's something to do with like Vicks or something like that. Vicks, Formula 44. Remember that?
I don't know. I got no idea.
I did take Dayquil though.
See,
yeah. So the holidays are here. I'm repiecing my outdoors for the decorations and doing some holiday shopping right now and wrapping some gifts. Who invented the idea of wrapping gifts, man?
Can't you just give it to somebody? That's my preference. Is just hand them the thing.
The whole idea of wrapping a gift and like how much tape I use is like
what's
ridiculous.
Like putting paper around something that's already in cardboard,
and they're gonna throw it away, just rip it up and throw it away.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you something to rip up and throw away, and I'm paying for it by the foot.
Yeah.
I never
goes off into a dump
I get
somewhere.
it. Old Saint Nick did these things with kids back in the day, but
do you think I think maybe it was like burlap sacks though?
I don't know, maybe
it would make more sense for the time period.
Maybe something happened. Maybe the elves went on strike. Like the old deal, want to do is make toys. They don't want to wrap.
Just make toys that are too giant. They're like, no, we're not wrapping this.
This is so good. And the holidays are busy. Like I'm very busy going into this. Like, after today, so tomorrow's nothing really tomorrow, but Thursday, pre-celebrating my wife's birthday. Yeah. Friday, we're going out for dinner for my wife's birthday with a bunch of people. Saturday is a family for me. It's a big family event for dinner. Yeah, I'm going to, and then Sunday I'm going to the Dolphins Cowboys game, which I'm not happy with my Cowboys right now. And then Monday is Christmas. Like I'm like slammed.
Yeah.
Like just slammed.
Actually, that's a good point. So just so everyone's aware, this is the last episode till the new year. So we're not gonna make an episode for next week.
No, we're gonna take the next week off for the holidays.
Yep. So that it'll be our holiday break, and then we'll get right back into it in the new year.
Yeah. We got some things coming up. We got some
cool events.
Cool events we're thinking of. We're going to some cool events, thinking of some good ideas for some shows. We're gonna definitely, I know we did one mixologist show. We were gonna do one, but because I wasn't feeling good, I said no. Let's just not do that just yet. I want to enjoy.
But it is going to be a good mixologist show.
Yes, we got some good ingredients there. We're gonna mess around with some bitters I would never thought of using. So I'm kind of curious about that.
Yeah, same. That's why when I was going through and kind of like picking them, I was like, this one sounds really weird and kind of interesting.
Yep.
So like the way that, and we'll talk about it again when we make the episode, but a lot of the idea behind it was I want some classic ones, right? Because there's the classic cocktails, right?
Yeah, there are. We can always do
so
those.
So it's like, I want to do one of those, but I also wanted to take a bunch of ones that were made specifically for that particular brand.
Exactly. No, I'm all about that. Because, I mean, look, every brand you can make an old-fashioned. Yep. They may alter it. Some people use only one type of bitters. Some people use the regular and orange bitters at the same time. Yep. It's all different. Speaking of bitters, besides me ordering those habanero spirit bitters, I ordered that King Floyd pack I had. Yeah. I ordered another one of those. Nice. I haven't had that in a long time. Yeah. So maybe you make some of those scorched pear old-fashions. They had these bitters, it was scorched pear.
It's really good.
And it makes a hell of an old-fashioned.
It
was awesome. One night we got together, we had all these bitters, and we kept making different variations of old fashions.
Yep.
I think one was horrible, if I remember correctly.
Honestly, I don't remember much. We had 10 different old fashions.
I know. It just went nuts. It just got out of hand. And they were trying two different kinds at the same time. And we were total.
We got a little slappy.
Yeah, total mad science and stuff going on that night. Woke up, there was like bitter stuff all over. It was just nuts, man. But I just Blanton's is so good. So I get it. It's a good whiskey. I paid $160 for it, right? And I think what MSRP is $60, right?
It is $60.
I mean, and you could get lucky and find somebody who wants to sell it to you for MSRP. It does happen.
It does happen.
I found the Weller at MSRP occasionally.
Sometimes, I mean, I know, I think Costco every once in a while when they have a bottle, it is MSRP.
Yeah, Costco can't check out prices. Yeah. I don't think they can.
Yeah. So, if you go into one of those wholesalers and they do happen to have a bottle, if you're lucky enough to actually get one of the bottles, yes, they will be for the MSRP. But most places that you go, most of the packies around here, they're going to be 160
plus. 160 plus. Yeah. If it's 1 year difference, it's going to be another probably $60. Probably $60 every year.
Yeah, right.
All right. I say we do one piece of ice.
One little thing of ice. There you are.
Nice. And we do a pour.
Yeah. So this it's.
I mean, this is so part of the lore too, right here. Yeah,
I do like that. So I was always wondering because I've never had a bottle of Blanton's that I've stared at closely. So I was wondering where the letter was, and I saw it now.
Yeah, me too. I was always curious, and it makes sense where they're putting it to. But yeah.
So is that the first N or the second N?
It's just an N, I'm guessing. Right? Yeah, because it's just an N. And you have to find the number one.
Yeah.
Where's one? I was going to free pour, but okay, you want me to?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
it is Blanton's.
Nicer whiskeys. Yeah, may as well.
This has to last for a little bit longer.
At least enjoy it until you find it for MSRP, right? And then this bottle you can just crush.
That never happened.
There you are. Kind of feel bad for throwing a cube in here, but we're rolling with it.
We're doing it for the people. Well, part of our problem is we're not even thinking about this, and we should be grabbing the eye stopper. Yeah. And we're not.
Madness.
Right. That's okay. It's all right.
So the first round, it was caramel, and
the caramel really comes out right now.
It's a nice little oakiness on the nose.
Very caramel on it. Very, very, very caramel.
Yeah, that sweetness is very prominent now. And that kind of ethanol went away.
Yeah.
It stung the nostrils just a little bit.
Yeah, not anymore. It's all very pleasant and sweet.
Honestly, I don't mind it.
It doesn't. It's actually really good. I was more than I thought it would be. It still has a little bit of that spice.
Yeah.
A hair of heat.
Yeah.
My hair of heat, if you will.
The lack of hair of heat.
Heat and that. No, this is good on ice. This is not bad. I would go neat, obviously, on a regular basis, but that's not bad on ice.
No, I really like this. I can see why, if this was readily available for that MSRP price, this could totally make some a really solid old fashioned.
Oh yeah, I would never make this old fashioned right now.
Why not?
That crosses the line. That crosses a major line. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's good. I've always wondered what the mystique was. I'm one of those people though, like anytime there's this like hype around something, I'm like, it's not worth it.
And most of the time when I get it, it's not worth it. And look, it's worth 60.
Yeah.
You know, look, if you're an enthusiast in any form or fashion, you're gonna want to get it for yourself, right? Mm-hmm. You do. It's to have it in your collection.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought those ryes from Rabbit Hole that are, they're unique ones. Yeah. It's just something like and somehow it got the name to do that. I mean, and that's what they're trying to do.
Well, I mean, it's also there's the fact like there's the allocation part of it, right?
And it makes so much of it too,
and of course, like not every allocated whiskey is going to be a good whiskey.
No,
but sometimes if they can't keep up with the demand for it and the distribution for it,
it's something about this warehouse too, man. These are only stored in this one warehouse only. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So just warehouse 40. Rickhouse 40. All right, sorry. Warehouse H. Rick, it's number 40.
Yeah. I say Rack or Rick?
You said Rack.
Oh, it's Rick?
Yeah, it's Rick.
The hell's Rick?
Rickhouse?
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. Soon.
It's okay. Yeah. I mean, rack number sounds fine too. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not judging.
So even though I'm happy I'm going to the game, I know it's like this emptiness this year for me. It's like I'm excited to go, but like for my holidays with the families and my friends and all the food I like to bring to the house, it's just different. Like I'm making Tex-Mex chicken to bring to the game, which is awesome, and they're making good food too, and I'm going to have good food. Yeah. It's just different this year for me. It's a very weird year.
It is weird. It is weird because I've come to your holiday parties for years.
7 years now, probably 6 years, something like that. Yeah.
And it's something I always look forward to, like coming around and hang out with everybody. Everyone that like only sees each other that one time of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, it's just good. Everybody gets together. We all hang out. Yeah. We put the band back together briefly. Yeah. But it's just like I said, I'm very happy I'm going. I'm going to have a great time with these guys.
You definitely are.
And I'm going to be nuts that day. And depending on what happens, I'm still very mad at Tua for, in my opinion, single-handedly costing me my playoff game in fantasy football. I may jump on the field and tackle him, screaming 9.8 because that's the points he got me for nothing.
He's a concussion machine.
I know. That's why I can take him out. And then, and he's not the biggest guy either, so he's smaller for a football player. I can handle.
Okay.
But then, like depending on how the Cowboys play, I may then have to go after Dak next. Take out both quarterbacks, man. Which would never happen. I wouldn't make it past the bench. I wouldn't make it onto the field probably. First of all, I don't know if I can even climb over that thing.
It's like a 10-foot drop, dude.
Right, and if I did jump over it, I'd probably land and hurt my ankle. It'd be a mess. Screaming 9.8.
Start coughing.
Right? And they start coughing. I have my coughing fit. And then they find the whiskey I smuggled in. It's going to get all out of hand. So, Kyle, that's what's going to happen at the game on Sunday. If you listen to the show, I am previewing that for you right now.
Oh, my God. Just keep your clothes on, okay?
No.
Don't be one of those people.
I don't do that.
Don't never, one of those people.
In a gazillion million years, that won't happen. I was hoping it'd be colder for the game, too. It's not. It's going to be like...
It's going to be
Florida weather. Florida pleasant winter weather. Yeah. But I wanted like a little bit of a,
I know.
A hair of...
The hair of cool.
Yeah,
You're going to get a hair of cool. Yeah. It's going to be like the young 70s.
Yeah.
Do that one first. And yours.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Spit.
And now we get into the other one.
Right, put me on mute for 1 second. Let me have a moment.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Hold on. All right. You're good. Have your moment. They can still hear it through my microphone.
Right, but yeah, I heard it too. I heard it through my microphone. I'm like, damn it.
Cough quieter.
And this is like, I'm actually feel like I'm, like medicinal here. This is how they would, Dr. Forrester would prescribe a half ounce every hour.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was probably like a half ounce. It was probably like an ounce of whiskey, like every 4 hours for a cold back in the day.
Yeah, probably. They're like, just get hammered. You'll never feel it.
Yeah, it's like every hour it opens up your pores, your blood thins.
Yeah.
Throw
some leeches on there, get them drunk.
Leeching.
Yeah.
Dude, leeches are the best, man.
I love it. It's just chaos.
It's just total. All right, so
I'll let you pour while I do this.
Yeah, so, and this bottle's cool. This bottle's got that wax thing, which is really cool.
So this one is actually, so it's signed too. And then we have all the information right over there, which I will read off after I get through my...
Okay, so this is... I'll let you read all this. This is really interesting.
Yeah.
This is cool. I love that bottles do this kind of stuff, man.
Yes, sir. It's nice. I like it. All right, let me get to the thingy-majigger, and then we're going to go here. All right.
We're going Texas.
Texas. So this particular whiskey is actually, it's pretty cool. So for starters, this is 115 proof. This is technically a double barrel.
Yes. I'm reading this right now.
Right? Yep.
So it's aged twice.
Yes. So the way it works, right? So this is back in 2013. The master distiller, Donis, I kept wanting to call him Dennis, Donis Todd. He grabbed 22 new American white oak barrels from the Barrett Mill cooperage up in Minnesota. And then he filled those barrels with a 114 proof white dog. And then they aged that for 2 years in West Texas. Right. So that was the first aging process, was 2 years in these American white oak from Minnesota.
All right.
Right. And then in 2015, Donis emptied those barrels. Right. And then he put them into 27-gallon Kelvin cooperage. So that they're out of the Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
So same thing, right? Put them into those, and then aged them for another 2 years. And then in 2017, they dumped it out and bottled it up. That's pretty much how it goes. So that was the first start of the Balmoria.
Okay.
What are you looking
Is
at?
that star supposed to come off?
Why are you peeling off the star?
No, it's doing that on its own.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
So Balmoria is actually the name from a park that's actually about 40 miles south, I think.
In Texas?
In Texas, of
Balmoria.
Pasco. So it's actually, the park was named after E.D. Balcombe. So there's the Bal. H.R. Morrow. And John and Joe Rea.
Rhea.
So
I see them all
Balmoria,
here. Yeah,
right?
Okay.
So it's named after that
And
particular
these
park.
people are famous. You probably don't have that information.
Well, so the park itself has been around for a really long time. These gentlemen right here.
Is this where like Custer made his last stand?
No. So these gentlemen actually, in the 19th century, they actually kind of founded the first like water distribution for irrigation in the area. So
Okay.
that's what made them famous in that area of Texas.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what this whiskey is named after.
Okay. I mean, just important here.
Yeah.
And how much is this normally a bottle? Not what you paid. Just what normal price.
So
right
this
now.
is 204.
204. You found it. It was on sale at Total Wine.
183.
So that's a hell of a markdown.
So it's been sitting there for a hot minute, and I think the lowest was 181. But I've been, teetoing around it a little bit, just because
Stalking it.
So actually,
how dark that is,
I know.
man.
So
That
when they
is-
first poured it and they were testing it out, like tasting it after the 4 years of aging, they actually called it bourbon candy.
I saw that on you. They mentioned that. They called it a crimson. Was it crimson candy? What was the word they used? Crimson candy flavor. So what does crimson taste like?
It's red, so I'm assuming it's the red color.
The amber.
Yeah. So
This bottle's awesome, though. So here, why don't you talk about the side of the bottle? Did you still have more history, or
no?
Okay, because I was looking at your notes. It looked like you were done.
I'm just kind of.
I told you seriously tonight. He wrote those notes. He hand wrote those notes. I'm impressed.
I know, right?
I don't handwrite anymore. I couldn't even read it if I hand wrote it.
So this particular one, it actually is signed by them, although they used a silver marker, so it's kind of rubbing off a little bit. So this is from Farms in South Texas, right? Okay. It's bottle number 21,184, right? There's a lot of them. And the release date is 2022. And the corn on this one it just says food grade number 1 white.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things. You're not going to get a mash bill for this. No. Not for the price of card. They're going to keep that a secret. Remember we smelled it earlier? Much different. Much more pronounced.
Yeah, it's very bold.
Yeah, very bold.
I love it.
It smells dark.
Yeah.
But it's not like...
It's kind of like like if you had like like a brittle. With
It's something like that. Yes, it's like an almond, dark almond.
It's
brittle.
definitely like it's a.
All right,
kind of nutty.
I want to clean my palate one more time because it sounds like this is going to be very. You went in. All right, Here we go.
My God. Wow, that is really, really good. So there's like a kind of like a candied chocolate flavor to it. There's like a hint of smoke.
Oh, I don't remember this when I had. Oh, I don't remember this at all. This is unique.
There's like a hint of smoke, sweetness.
Well, it's like
it's like in there, but it's like flowing with
everything's
else.
Flowing and changing as it's flowing. It's very interesting what's going on in my mouth right now. It doesn't sound right, but it's very interesting. That's
and that brittle from the nose is actually in the flavor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it definitely is bold.
Wow, this is really.
It's like a nutty kind of sweetness.
Once again, man, you got to be a whiskey collector, a whiskey enthusiast. You got to get this. If you just you like your $40 ones. I'm a $40 guy, but this is like you treat yourself. This is something really wow.
Yeah, this is hanging on the shelf for a minute.
Oh yeah, I may even pick myself up one. I have to go get a gift for somebody. I'm terrified of walking to the wine.
There was only 2 bottles in there, so
of that.
Yeah.
When was that?
A couple days ago. But they'd been sitting in there for a hot minute, so there's a chance that it's still there.
Well, I can't get over that flavor. I guess that's what crimson tastes like. That is an amazing flavor. That wow.
It's definitely like kind of like a
savory too. My mouth is watering.
Fudgesicle. Ooh, that's what it is. That chocolate. It's not like chocolate.
It's a
like
heavy
a chocolate bar,
but a fudgesicle where it's like not
it's light and sweet.
Yeah,
kind of milky.
Yeah. This is amazing.
This is really freaking good.
Wow.
Man, all right. I'm happy with my purchase.
I'm gonna buy one.
Sold to the man in
the
blue
in the Santa Claus Hawaiian shirt.
Yep. So yeah, if you can find yourself a bottle, like I said, I picked it up for $183
because it's on sale right now.
It's on sale at Total Wine.
Total Wine has amazing sales going on right now.
They have
you were telling me about them. Evan was hitting me up, telling me their sales.
Also,
pictures.
ABC is also doing some pretty good deals.
Tomorrow's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, today is Tuesday.
So tomorrow's Wednesday. We need to go by there tomorrow. Actually, I don't have time tomorrow.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to go shoot something?
Yeah, I'm going down south.
Down south to shoot something.
Yeah.
You get reindeer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had enough of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Florida reindeer. A little bit different.
Sure.
Yeah. They talk with twang. His nose is red for something else, too.
Only in Florida.
Only in Florida. Hanging out at 11. Staying out down in Miami. Which I'm convinced that's what Tula was doing the night before the fucking game. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. The night before the game on Monday night. How at home, Miami, at home, looking for dominance in the league division. Could have took the number 1 spot in the league. And they did what they did Monday night.
Yep.
Horrible.
Well,
he was at 11. I'm telling you. I'm positive he was at 11 that night.
Well,
hung out, then went to practice the next morning.
Yep.
It's not flag football, man. That's all I'm saying. You could do that during flag football. Because I have.
Because I've experienced it. It's my thing, you know.
No, I'm still bitter. Can't tell. I'm very bitter about that fantasy football game, man. I'm very, very bitter.
I don't know why you're so bitter, Ben.
Yeah. I'm happy for you. But I'm bitter.
You know I'm probably going to end up in like 5th or 4th.
Possibly. And I would think the same way.
It's fine.
So it's fine. No, I get it.
It's fine.
Good. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good.
I don't look at it. I don't talk about it. I already set my line for this week. I'm ready to go. Like I'm not even going to look at it.
I'm going to fuck with you. You really starting that player? Did you look who's playing?
I'm just going to ignore you. Starting after this, I'm just not going to talk to you until maybe Tuesday.
No, you have to talk to me. First of all, we're playing golf maybe twice this week.
Then I'm not
possibly.
You're not
going to talk to me for 36 holes of golf over 2 days. You're not going to talk. Hold on, I'll make sure. I'm going to clarify what you're saying to me right now.
I'm getting a different card.
Good chance we're probably going to have lunch during one of those rounds. Good chance. All right, I don't know if I can do both. One of those days,
I'm just going to stare off.
Yeah. And then that night at my wife's dinner for her birthday, you're not going to talk to me. Okay, we'll see how that goes. All right. Challenge accepted.
Giving you the silent treatment.
See, when you want a beer, and I have beer in my bag, you can have it in my beer.
I'm just going to reach in and take it anyways. Oh, my God.
The flavored, man. That flavor, that secondary hit that comes from that,
It's just so good. It's so unique. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a whiskey quite like this. And it's pretty cool. Like, so,
and we've had a lot of unique whiskeys, like the Ragnarok. It's a Ragnarok. Yeah, Ragnarok, right? Yeah.
Catoctin Creek.
Catoctin. Oh, yeah. Like we've had other unique whiskeys that have been,
but this is just in a different place.
Yeah. We should like somehow gather our uniqueness ones. Have like a unique battle, the battle of uniques. Because like this is good, but it's not unique. That's unique.
Yeah, so this is different. I think we could do that. I say we have a few.
A battle of the different ones. I don't know, something weird. Something.
I'm thinking like, the superheroes of whiskey.
Contest of Champions.
Yeah. Done. Look
Contest
at that. See?
Champions.
All I had to do was give you the right context, and man, you just took off.
This is what I do.
You
saw it happen live, people. You saw it live.
Well, you didn't. You saw it after the fact, but still.
Live while I'm doing it, while I'm talking right now. I am live. I'm a real person like you and me. All right, I think we're ready for round 2.
I think so.
Of this amazing, amazing whiskey. I like I said, Blanton's is awesome. This is great. But this is so unique.
It's just good.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here.
It's just a magical elixir.
It's magically delicious.
Imagine stuff like this was coming out back in like the early 1900s.
I highly doubt that.
No, I said imagine if there was.
Oh my God.
People would be like losing their mind.
One more head of water.
Yep, I just did that too. All right. Hopefully this doesn't take away all of that fantasticness that we just experienced. Nope, it did not.
It smells still pretty much the same there. It's holding its own.
So it's just a little bit lighter on that, that brittle.
A little sweeter too. But it's lighter and brittle, but still sweeter, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, almost no change.
Barely. If anything, it's just a little bit lighter. That's it.
I think
Well, wait, no.
Some of that fudgicle went away.
Yeah, you know what? I take that back now. It's not as Larry.
Yeah.
It's not Larry. Like it's not like
it's no longer Larry.
No, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
Layer.
Because like before it was like I had all these different flavor profiles shooting through my mouth. Now, once again, didn't sound right, but now it's kind of a very steady profile. It went very steady. It went from multiple things to kind of this is what we are now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It did get rid of that fudgesicle. The nuttiness is a little bit lighter. The brittle's still there.
Yeah, brittle's still there. Sweetness of the brittle's still there.
The smoke is gone. But the smoke was so light.
It was very light. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not.
And it wasn't like your typical Scotch whiskey smoke.
That little heat folly is not. It's still there a little bit. Your tongue feels the heat, but it's not like there.
It's very mellowed.
Yeah.
I don't mind this. If someone gave me this, I'd be very intrigued by the drink if I hadn't had it neat.
Right, but this is strictly, to my opinion, a neat.
Yeah.
This is like, once again, we kind of didn't talk about this before the show. We should have pulled out the eye stopper. I'm wondering if with the eye stopper and just 1 drop or 2 drops of water, how much it changes. And I actually want to do a show like that one night where we do something where we do like 1 drop, then take another sip, 2 drops. With 3 drops, and then do that.
Well, we've talked to people who've actually done that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to do that for a show.
And then figure out what the right balance of drops is.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun to do on a show one night.
Well, if we're going to do something like that, let's get that limestone water from Kentucky. Get a bottle of that.
You're going to do it right. Saying. I'm saying.
You know? All right. No, I like this. I like this a lot.
This is very good. This is very, very good.
I'm satisfied.
Yeah. So someone gave me an Amazon gift card.
Nice. Always useful.
So a friend of mine has this really cool ice maker.
Okay.
It's not like, I say ice maker, it's like a mold thing, right? Yeah. But it's a device, and it guarantees you crystal clear ice formations.
So this buddy of yours, have they used it already?
Yeah, he showed it to me.
And it made crystal
Yes. With that gift card, I was researching it on Amazon. I want to make sure which one he got, compare what I'm seeing on Amazon.
Okay.
I'm getting one.
All right.
And I'm going to show it on the show.
Sweet.
Show it on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Shoot on the shoe.
shoot on you. It makes absolutely crystal clear. I don't know what it does to make it crystal clear.
I don't know.
I think you have to use some kind of bottled water to make it happen, though.
So crystal clear water comes from non-mineralized water.
I don't, maybe it has a filter in it and it takes out the minerals.
Possibly, because it has to basically have nothing in the water, because that's what actually clouds water.
And they are. I mean, when I say these things are crystal clear, I was impressed. I'm like, damn. And they have like ones that shaped like skull heads.
Okay.
So I might get that one. You know, I was looking for one to have like a shape of a cat, but no, they don't have that.
They don't have that.
That'd be kind of cool though.
Let's make our own.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know. Which
Is it like a little thing that you like two metal pieces and you put it down and it kind of shapes the ice?
No. It's like this device thing. It's a cylinder, and you pour the water in it, and it makes like 4 or 5 or 6, depending which one you get. I'm gonna get one.
Do it.
I'm gonna get. I've been researching it, so I'm gonna get it now. I got the gift card, and
well, this is gonna be interesting.
well, you're gonna use it for the mixologist night.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
So I actually have. So I got you a gift that's on its way. You don't know it's not here yet. You know, sometimes I just wait to the last minute. It is what it is.
I'm not judging you. You don't like Christmas. I understand you. You're Scrooge McWhiskey.
Yeah, but then I saw something and I was like, it's too good. I can't not do it. So, that'll be on its way soon.
Is it an ice maker thing?
No.
Okay. Before I buy something.
No, it's not your ice maker.
And I kind of gave you your gift basically yesterday. I threw it at you.
You did.
And with warm sounding adjectives behind it, because that's how I am.
It's true.
Yeah.
I felt the brotherly love.
The fact that I bought something with that thing on it, with that logo on it, it was like I had to puke like 3 or 4 times.
Hate's gonna hate.
I was like dizzy in the car. It was like almost like religious type of thing. Like, you know,
You had to hang your head out the window.
Yes. I was like putting holy water on it. Power of Christ.
It's all right. You still did it.
Yeah. So we have some beautiful. So we had this like horrible weather here, right? 4 days, a tropical depression in like mid-December, which is very unusual, and then like it went away, and like the best weather ever.
It has literally been gorgeous.
Like the mornings, like I think this morning was like actually in the high 50s, which was really nice. But yeah, it got to like the low 70s. We hit golf balls today.
Yeah, we did.
You showed me your new weapons. He bought weapons. Everybody, this guy bought weapons. Now, he has guns, right? But these are literally these are like high tech weapons. Like he can go like take over like a third world nation with these clubs. That's how high tech these weapons are. These clubs are high tech.
So not true at all, but I thank you.
Yeah, he got the latest and greatest, like Cal always said. You know, I was a little jealous, and so their weaponry at this point.
They're nice.
They're nice. I hit them.
Yeah.
I made sure they worked.
Yeah.
Because they feel bad right now. I know they're right now. They're not happy. They're not happy. I talked to them.
No, they're perfectly fine.
They're not.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
You got to work on your swing.
They weren't happy with you.
They like me. I was hitting the hell of that eyeball. I hit the hell of that driver. I crushed that driver.
I know.
Times.
You hurt its feelings.
Yeah. I crushed that driver. The guy next to me made a comment to me. I was crushing that driver so well. He did.
I thought he was talking about your driver. Because you were swinging yours at that point.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, I was using my driver at that point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They turned around and was like, I can't do that. Not even when I was in my younger days.
I know.
I was like, all right.
You know, I was a bootlegger. That'd be kind of. Actually, I would love to find an old bootlegger and get him on the show.
Wait, he was a bootlegger?
I don't know.
Oh, you're just making up stories.
Oh,
All right.
come on. Who are you talking to?
That's fair.
But it'd be kind of cool if you found an old bootlegger, have him on the show. I know we're battling right now, because we're drinking good whiskey and hanging out.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool to have a bootlegger. Yeah, that's what started stock car racing.
As long as they're not like bootlegging actively while we're on the show.
Do they still bootleg?
I think so.
Really?
Why not?
Why would they? With all these whiskeys out, how can they even like seriously?
don't make
Billy
rules.
Bob needs a thing of moonshine.
Yeah.
Moonshine's even it's everywhere.
Yeah, but it's still regulated.
Unregulated moonshine. That's got to be some strong stuff.
It is.
You know, can you imagine whiskey back in the day? They didn't age it. It was made, distilled, and bottled right then and there.
Yeah.
There was no putting it in. Actually, I read about that. It was actually an accident.
What, aging?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So back in the day when they were making whiskeys. Back in my day, I was walking backwards. What? No, but they would sort of whiskey in barrels, small barrels, all kinds of barrels, right? Because that was a thing back in those days. And eventually someone found one and hit it, opened it up, and it was like, wow, this has flavors.
You're talking about the ship that used to transport them down the Mississippi down to New Orleans?
I don't know how that happened.
I think it was, and they would because of the journey and the shaking back and forth.
Not so much that. No. Farmers
flavor.
would store whiskey. Yeah. They'd buy, when whiskey was a thing, right? They would buy tons of it, right? They would keep barrels. They'd keep mini barrels in the house. So someone found one that was like in the attic somewhere. And they're like, well, what's this taste like? It was like 15 years later. And it had flavor. It had complex profiles. It wasn't just...
Can you imagine that?
Ethanol that grabbed your chest and shook you as hard as you could.
Can you imagine that though? Like you just crack it open, you're just like, what in the hell?
Yeah. Can you imagine finding that? Ooh, and it actually tastes good. Like before it tastes like, I'm quite sure whiskey was probably...
It was an acquired taste.
Most hideous thing you could
but they were used to it, so that's what they
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what you drank. I'm sure tequila back in the day was the most hideous thing you could drink too, and it's just, it's been more refined now. It's the same thing, but it must have been the most hideous thing you could drink. This is not the most hideous thing you could drink. This is actually very... very yummy.
This is nice and lovely.
Yeah.
And it's only $183.
That's it. Only $183.
Oh, Nearest Total Wine.
Nearest Total Wine. Well, somewhere in South Florida at least.
Yeah.
I can't say any other near Total Wine.
I don't know where Total Wine exists. Probably countrywide.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're nationwide. They're huge.
Just walk
someplace. Huge.
Walk into one. If they have it, get it.
Yeah.
Worth it. Yeah.
All right, so I think it's getting time to
with that said,
end the evening. We got Christmas stuff to go do. Yeah. I got to go drop off presents. I'm doing some work for some drunk Santas right now. Yeah. Speaking of drunk Santa, real quick, my daughter went to the Elks Club for Christmas Santa, and homeboy was
hammered.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
At like 8 o'clock in the morning.
I love that.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Was he having a good time with it though?
He wanted sausages. The man wanted sausages.
Did someone give him a sausage?
They gave him sausage. Rephrase that. He took the sausage. Man got up, went to the bar, and got the sausage off the fruit buffet bar. It was awesome. Anyway, back to it. End of the night.
Yeah. So, anyways, like to shout out Fox Cigar, foxcigar.com. If you haven't already, make sure you put in that order. I think it's getting pretty dang close to you getting it.
If you order it, well, by the time they see this thing, it's going to be past that point.
No. Yeah.
But still.
It still might be in the time frame. It might if you
know what?
rush shipping.
Actually, you can get it for New Year's too.
That's true. Yeah, it's true.
And you want a cigar for New Year's.
You want some nice cigars for New Year's. So yeah, go check out foxcigar.com. They got all your cigar needs. They got your ashtrays, lighters, all that fun stuff. Check out their kits. Also, make sure you hop over to our Instagram. Drop us a like if you like what we're doing. Maybe, follow us there. And then also, head over to our YouTube channel where you get to see us live. Well, live at the time. Live-ish.
Yeah.
We're alive.
And you can see how good looking I am.
Make sure, though, that you comment on that if you like what you see. If you have suggestions for other episodes, make sure you subscribe to us, like it, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, man.
But with that said, Mike D., Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Feliz Navidad.
Cheers to you,
Cheers,
my friend.
man. We got some things going on next couple days, man.
Everybody,
Merry Christmas. Be safe. Happy holidays. Enjoy your family. Enjoy some good whiskey.
Have a good one, everybody.